Alright, Frosty here with a little beginner lesson in the CMI. I mean, I will take really any day. So, whenever this day was, last Wednesday, works pretty well in London and New York, not so well in Asia. I mean, sometimes it does. I mean, you can see here, it caught some nice lows. It's so slow in Asia. You know, in London it finally starts to move a little bit. But basically, what you're looking for, you can just look at these tags. You can just take these tags. You know, you buy right here, you put your stop below, boom, you catch this. Even if you got stopped out, you take this next tag, you put your stop below here, boom, you catch this. Same with this bear divergence. You take it right here, you put your stop above here, you boom, you take this. Same here, bull divergence, take it right here, boom, take it till you get the bear divergence, boom, take it to here, and you get this peak. You know, that's pretty much it. You can ride the signals down. Now you want to know what the signals are looking at. New York's better for that. It's a little choppy in here. It's a little hard to read the tops and the bottoms. I'll save that for an advanced lesson, but beginner's lesson, right here, you just get your price action and your CMI to be about the same. So you can see that the shapes look roughly the same, right? That's what you're looking for, shapes to be roughly the same. Now, you're looking at higher highs and higher lows. So what I would look at right here, this high to this high goes down, right? Does it go down the same amount in price action? It does. Goes down a lot. Goes down a lot. They're in sync. Right here, how about here to here at this point? You can check highs to lows. You can check here, down to here. Does that look about right? Yeah, it looks about right. You know, comes back up. It's in sync. It's catching a bearish, a bullish divergence right here, because here you can see the markets are going up. So right all throughout this, where you got these green dotted lines, the markets are going up, right? So we put a trend line on here, you can see here to here, market's going up, right? Now you take the exact same points on price action. Here, here, and here. That's the top of both candles. That's the top of both points. Up, down. So that's what this bullish divergence is reading. Now you can see it didn't work out. It doesn't always work out, but it gives you a great spot to stop out because it's giving you these tags on these hammer candles. It's giving you tags on reversal candles. So even if you take it, you keep your stop below here, all right, you're out of that trade. You wait. The divergence isn't ready yet. So right down here, right here to right here, you get higher high, right? It's starting to move up. So you go here. So you go here to here. And you go here, here, here. And you've got an upward trend. Now we take the same point to start before the trend. We get rid of these, so this. It doesn't go up there. Okay. So take the points right here. Right, so this is where the market formed the low. You can see right here, the cursor. So we come up to the exact same candle right here. And then we go to the other candle. right here. So you're right here, and then you come up. Right here. These are pretty much equal highs. I mean, really, this should go at the top of the candle. There you go. So, equal highs or even lower highs, either way, you can see NQ is still bearish. Right here is where it turned bullish. So you've got right here where it turned bullish and right here where you turn bullish. This is where you take your first trade. This is where you could take your second trade. You would have got probably stopped out for those, maybe the third. But this one, right here, you would catch. You take this, you put your stop below here, and you catch 150 points, top to bottom, if you can catch the whole thing. Now that's just the tags. You want to see when something else is happening. You gotta find a day where there's more trend changes. Okay, so we'll do New York session for this day. We'll take a look. So right here at the start, you got a bear divergence signal. It's looking this high to this high being lower. Boom, boom, to boom. And then it's looking for this high and this high being higher. So right here, market's bearish, NQ bullish. So in addition to any other confluences, you know, this area of resistance right here or support, you know, opening, big wick, any of that, whatever you're taking for the confluence, you've got CMI obviously saying bull bearish, you've got the tag printed, and then you catch a nice win to the bottom. Now here was another great win, another great trend change. So you catch it down to here. You could have rode this thing all the way down to here, but I mean, you could also get out here and get back in off of this resistance, which we may not have done actually in the Discord. But either way, what you see here, again, this dotted line, peak to peak. You don't have to have the dotted line here. I'm checking for these peaks all the time. Like I could check from these two peaks. You know, okay, what's going on here? Uptrend, uptrend. All right, those are the same, in sync, right? So every top and bottom, I'm checking on this. I'm watching. So right here, in sync. Or over here was in sync. Over here is out of sync because you got that trend line. And then you take the same points and you connect the bottoms. Down, up. It's that simple. That equals bullish. So right here, basically, you can see the market's overall change trend. Right here, 10-10. They started making higher lows, higher highs, and never came back below. When NQ made this lower low, this is a bullshit low. It's got to pull back up and meet up with the market. Well, it doesn't have to, but it usually does. Now, if the trend is strong enough, which it did some days, and we can look at one of those on another video, but it'll just keep going down. And you'll get these signals, and sometimes they'll work for more scalps. You can get things like this, but for the most part, when it's downtrending or uptrending really hard, it's not going to work. This signals reversals, and if there aren't any reversals, you don't get a reversal. But I mean, you can see overall the W pattern that formed in the markets, the same W pattern that formed in NQ, but at the same time, it was going lower in NQ while markets were going higher. The markets tend to be the winner. So the CMI tends to be the winner in the direction. So that's how you read it. That's the basics of it. It's really pretty much as simple as that. You can get more. I mean, like later on in the day, I'm looking at this, right? So I'm looking, and I see right here to here, right? That's bullish, right? This trend looks bullish. It's going up, right? We're in an uptrend, right? But I'm looking at the rest of the markets. Look what they're doing. We're going sideways. And that's not very bullish. So when you see this wick right here, this is a perfect short. You can short right here. You put your stop above the wick, and you get stopped out. You get stopped out. If not, look at that. That's like 1 to 5R or something. I don't know. It's pretty freaking big. So that's all you gotta do. You're just looking for these moves to not match up. You're looking for what's the market doing. Market's going sideways. NQ's going up. That's bullshit. It's gonna come back down. And right here, they come back into sync. Right here, you can see it. They match each other perfectly. Up here, down here. Most of the time, the markets match perfectly. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for these divergences, That's what you're looking for. And here, the Mag 7 didn't die off until right here. But I probably added into my short right here. When this Mag 7's dying off, I'd add into my short. Then it dies off here, I'd add heavy for this last move. Then you get these two wicks. That's a good signal to get out. This will not tell you when to get out most of the time. Right here, you could have taken it here, gone out here. But most of the time, it doesn't tell you when to get out or the best place to get out. It just tells you when the reversal is coming. So I think that was long enough for a beginner's video. Yeah, good luck to all you out there. Let me know if anybody has any questions. I'll be putting out more videos on this with some back testing, forward testing, and live reading and stuff at some point in the future.